If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. Well, of course, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. And what a night it's been already. We had a broadcast earlier. That was a lot of fun. The Joe Six Pack Racing Series. Now we are back at it again. Real Racing Online Dirt Series action. As we see a lot of the guys out here still practicing. Just a couple of minutes left in practice. And I wanted to get on here and have the ability to get out here and chat with you folks and enjoy the evening. Sunday night broadcasting, of course. Every Sunday night, Real Racing Online Dirt Series. Lernerville is the track that we are at, and I really dig this track. Not only the way that it looks, but the way that it drives. Even though I went out there and ran a couple of practice laps. I'm not as fast as these guys are, but I do like the way that it drives. The open back stretch is absolutely amazing. Gives you an opportunity to run as high as possible. The last time we were at Lernerville, we had a huge race, and it ran green for quite a while, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So you can get off the track just like you're watching the 789 of Garrett Marshall right there. You can get off the track, and you don't have to worry about too much outside right side damage on that backstretch. The only place that you have to worry about any kind of damage is right there in the front stretch. And it's a lot of fun. It definitely is a lot of fun. They're going to qualify, and then we're going to get the heat races up and running. Here's Bradley Dunson, seen the 33 run his prison Mike paint scheme. See, Dunson's better than I am. Absolutely crazy. Thank you for sharing the stream, Cody. I appreciate you out there very much. Kyle Jarrett has the fastest lap on the track right now, 18.57 for him. And Kyle Jarrett was fast here last time, too. We watched Swede Melgard in the last one as well. The biggest trouble that folks get into is right there on where the pit road exit is, technically corner. It's turn 4 right there. Braxton, thank you for following. I appreciate you. You see the turn right here. Come off the track right there. When they come around the corner, we'll watch Garrett Marshall right here. He gets into turn 3 right here, up high. Turn 4 right there. If they hook their tire on the back of turn 4, that berm right there, it sends them right into the wall. And we saw that quite a bit the last time that we were here. But it is absolutely an amazing opportunity to race here, but it can be devastating. That is for sure. Bradley Dunson's still out there practicing, having some fun. But practice is going to be over. They're going to qualify. We're going to take our time and enjoy ourselves. Marshall still, I think he's still waiting for the session too. They white flagged, and so they're going to come around, and he's going to pause it, and there they go. Qualifying is going to be roughly about 5 minutes. Unless they all qualify at once, but they won't do that because I will not be qualifying. But the drivers are absolutely fantastic, and it's always a good place to be. Dean Kinsey out there on Facebook. My dad raced there a long time ago. Yeah, Cody was telling me about that not too long ago. So I think it was the last time that we were here actually. So it is a great track. Very. Little bit. Let's see. Let's find a little bit of history about Lernerville Speedway. I think we went over it last time, but I want to look at what they've got going on. Got some races coming up here. The Firecracker 100 runs at Lernerville. That's going to be in June. The Tony Stewart All-Star Sprints, April 30th in 2021. So you'll have to get out there and check that out. I hope everybody is having a great night. Hope your New Year's was fantastic. Lernerville first opened in 1967. The ground where Lernerville Speedway is currently located was once a popular amusement park and skating rink. Their first full year was in 1968 with sprint cars, modifieds, and late models were a part of the program. So very cool. Very, very, very cool to be a part of that. iRacing has been doing some good things with making sure that the tracks are as accurate as they can be, and they've done a great job doing that. Take a look at the race info here at Lernerville. Heat races are getting ready to start. We take up to 60 drivers and put 24 in the feature. It's a clay oval track, 0.37 miles or 0.4 of a mile track. Right now, that track temperature, a very cool 63 degrees, Sarver, right here in the United States. So very, 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 very cool. It's just nice to see. Like you see Turner's Premium Iced Tea up there. These are actual businesses that are out there. So it's very awesome to see that they're getting that recognition from iRacing to be a part of that. 81 degree air temperature, 39% humidity is an overcast sky. When we first started the session earlier, it looked like there was a storm rolling in on this track. So it would be really, really awesome to see what's going on with that. 13-mile-an-hour wind, so very, very gusty. That's kind of how it is. Go to signatureesports.com to get yourself one of those fantastic and amazing Real Racing Online shirts. You can find it in our shop section over there. Everything that you do over there supports Signature Esports in whatever form, fashion, or way. Make sure you give us a like and follow on all of our social platforms. Host the stream if you're out there on Twitch, and then give us a share. Start a watch party. Do what you got to do out there. We love you. We appreciate you. Here's our social links: Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. All of it Signature Esports after the /. We would appreciate all of that very, very, very much for all of it. We have the alerts going on. We have all the fun stuff going on. We're just ready to go. A lot of good things. Looks like we're going to have a pretty decently full field. We were going to run modifieds, but iRacing released this fantastic new vehicle, the 358 Big Blocks. So instead of the UMPs after Dirt Street Stocks, we're going to run the Big Block modifieds. So something to look forward to. And then after that, we'll have the Super Stocks. Those are going to be a lot of fun. Those always have been a lot of fun. So it's absolutely wonderful. Raise Energy is the primary beneficiary of Real Racing Online. So make sure you go to Raise Energy or repsports.com and put in promo code SETV. I think it's SETV20 and then SIG Esports as well. There's 2 promo codes you can try out there and get yourself a fantastic little discount. I think one of them's free shipping, something like that. So try them both out. Give them a go, and it's going to be awesome. So everything that they do, it just benefits what we do. Good to see everybody out there. Make sure you're chatting it up. The more that you chat, the more that you react, the better off that we do. A whole lot of fun things that happen here with the Dirt Series. New changes, new overlays, new season. Signature Esports is going to have the Signature eNASCAR Series starting up this just a week from yesterday. So that's going to be on the 16th. It's next Saturday. We're going to have the Clash at Daytona. The Cup Series is going to be back in action again. Big congratulations to our 2020 winner, the SECS champion. That's going to be Mario Miranda. Lights Out Esports, that team over there has some great drivers getting ready to jump into things. All right. Heat race number 1, starting grid. Kyle Jarrett won the right to the outside pole. Michael Woolley's going to be there on his outside. Bryant Paul, Swede Melgard, Cody Kinsey, Nicholas Grantham, Clay Atwood, Clifford Bellamy, and Nicholas Wiley. I am going to be sitting here in the broadcast booth, but 10 drivers right here. That's what they're going to be running. They're going to run something like 6 or 7 laps. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's going to be where they're going to be at, though. Kyle Jarrett's going to be rocking and rolling. Guys are going to load in. You see him right there. There's the pace truck. going to lead him off pit road. Crowd of several hundred strong, right here. I dig the crowd. I turned the volumetrics off of it pretty low, so that way we didn't have to worry about that. Let's fix a couple of things here, folks. While we have a moment, I'm gonna do that. That's what we had. We had some changes in sponsorships and some fun. So very cool. We're going to move some stuff around and fix it. There we go. Just want to make sure I get it all taken care of before we get too far into the race where I don't have an opportunity to do it. So let's do that right now. My button. There we go. All right. So there it is. So it'll be Jared, Woolley, Paul, Melgard, Kinsey, Grantham, Atwood, Bellamy, Wiley. That'll be the 9 drivers in this feature. I think they're going to do 2 laps around, and it's going to be kind of cool, kind of fun. We like Dirt Series racing right here. These drivers come around, and they're going to climb off of the berm right there. Brand new set of circumstances. The only thing that carries over on the session track state is the qualifying. So just a little bit of wear on the track, but for the most part, it is all fresh dirt, kind of like clay, kind of like whatever you want to see it. They're going to get this ready to rock and roll here. Dirt Series action. Jared, Woolley, Melgard, Paul, and Grantham's going to be the top 5. Pace truck's going to take them around one more time. It's going to dive in, and then we're going to be ready to rock and roll. It's going to be fun. I love it. Oh, man. Remember SCTV on Roku? That's where you can find some of our older broadcasts. Good to see that still doing well out there. Pace truck dives off to pit road. First on the green. After that, it's all on the drivers. Green flag waves right here, Lernerville. Jared, Woolley. Jared slides up. Woolley slides down. Inside run for Woolley. Jared there to the outside. Side-by-side racing as they come around. Kyle Jared's going to be right there. Sweet Melgard gives a big dive in. Woolley tries to get to the inside of Kyle Jared. Kyle Jared goes out front. And now Woolley is going to have to hold on to his knuckles, because right now Sweet Melgard there to the inside of him. Melgard, Woolley, side-by-side racing, upper line run. Right here, the most grip is going to be as it progresses to the outside. But the inside definitely can get some early grip. 4 laps to go right here. Kyle Jarrett out front. Michael Woolley not far off. As you see, he's getting ready to hit that turn 3. That right there is going to be where most of the drivers are going to be able to see roll through the corners. Kyle Jarrett, Michael Woolley, Melgard, Bellamy, Grantham, still top 5. Wiley has moved himself up to 6th. As you see, Woolley's trying to cut a little bit of the track off right there to gain a little bit of ground. He's carrying upper line speed. Nice little drive off right there. Closing the distance just a little bit. Michael Woolley right behind Kyle Jarrett, trying to run the same lap times as he is. Kyle Jarrett moves out front just a little bit. Woolley off track. But that's the only thing that's not bueno about this track is that once you go off the side. What's up, Justin? Good to see you. Justin Barkley out there. Once you go off the side, you kind of just go off the side. There's nowhere to go but empty ground beneath it. So Melgard takes over second place. Kyle Jarrett out front. The white flag has waved. He's going to come around. Nice and easy, 1.2 second lead. There goes Jared. Jared wins heat race number 1. Sweet Melgard comes home second. Bellamy in third. Grantham, Wiley, Atwood, Paul, Kinsey, Woolley comes back around. He's going to go ahead and just take that, make sure that lap is completed. So there he is. Right there in second. Woolley just he just went right off the track. It does happen. It's happened really, really profusely. previously. Heat race number 2, Garrett Marshall is going to take the pole. As Dane Lloyd, Jordan McAvoy, good to see him out there. Matt Belt, that's going to be your second row. Shane Yates, Daniel Helm, Bradley Dunson, Eric Schaefer, and Braxton West. Those guys are out there to compete and to have a whole lot of fun. Garrett Marshall was in fast in practice. We followed along with him the last few minutes. And man, oh man, more SETV action. Some fun. Watch him come off of this berm right here. Gotta take it easy, because if not, you destroy the front of your car. Mr. Dunson, he just like, I'm going. Dane Lloyd's gonna be outside at 45 right there. 789 of Garrett Marshall. I don't know what you'd rather be here, the inside or the outside line, but especially on the starts and restarts, but restarts are going to be the big one. Heat races are 6 laps. Consolation races are 12 laps. The feature is going to be 30 laps, 35 laps. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. 3, 5, 8 big blocks are going to come up next after this, and then after that it'll be the super late. So we're going to have those in the meantime, in between time. So we'll just have slight pauses in between where we'll switch over to those races while the practices are still going. Whole lot of fun to be had. Green is the track. They are off and running. Green, green, green here at Lernerville in the second heat race. The 789 of Marshall there to the inside of Lloyd. Trying to find some clearance right there. 422 of McAvoy is coming up here in just a moment. See him do his thing. 3 wide into the turn, and man, oh man, look at him run. It'll be Lloyd, Marshall, Yates, McAvoy, Helm, Schaefer. They are running, running, running. 4 to go right here in the Dirt Street Stock Series on heat race number 2. Lloyd is out front, and man, oh man, Garrett Marshall not giving up, though. He is closing the distance, 0.4 of a second. 3 laps to go. They come around in heat race number 2, and they are continuing to be off. Lloyd drops down low. Marshall there to the outside. Yates there in the inside. Dane Lloyd, Garrett Marshall, Shane Yates, 1 through 3. Lloyd continue to hold on, 0.6 of a second, using the inside lane. Marshall to the outside. Yates to the inside. That's a battle going on for second. 2 laps to go. They're going to come around and take the white flag here. And man, oh man, look at him run. Final lap in heat race number 2. Dane Lloyd, 789 of Marshall to the outside. Shane Yates still trying to apply the pressure. We'll see if he gives one last ditch effort as the checkered flag's going to wave. The 789 of Marshall trying to close the distance. Going to slide up into the track. It'll be Lloyd, Marshall, Yates, McAvoy, Helm. Schaefer finishes 6th. Dunson in 7th. West and Belt there in 9th. Feature coming up. That's what we've got going on. Giving a big old feature done. Here's the grid for you for the feature. Kyle Jarrett, Dane Lloyd, Swede Melgard, Garrett Marshall. That's going to be row number 2 for you. Kyle Jarrett, of course, winning heat race number 1. Dane Lloyd right there in heat number 2. So those guys are going to start on the front row. Then Swede Melgard, Garrett Marshall, Bellamy, Yates, Grantham, McAvoy, Wiley, Helm. That's going to make up your first 5 rows. And Clay Atwood, Eric Schaefer is going to finish. He's going to start there in row number 6. Moving on down the grid for the feature. Nicholas Wiley, Daniel Helm, Clay Atwood, Eric Schaefer. We went through that. Bryant Paul, Bradley Dunson's going to be there. Cody Kinsey, Braxton West, Mr. Woolley, and Mr. Matt Belt. I am not going to be in there. That's not what's happening. So it'll be all good to go. 18 drivers in the feature. We're going to have some fun. It'll be Kyle Jarrett on the inside. Dane Lloyd on the outside. So the 045 and the 45 will be battling it out up front. Good run, good fun. Lernerville, the high banks at Lernerville with the fantastic looking track. That clay just looks absolutely amazing. 358s are going to be up next, then super lates will be after that. These things are fast, fast, fast. So these things run about an 18.5 to 19 second lap here. The 358s, I believe, are going to be, I think they run 16 second or faster, and then the super lates, those things just scream. I say we're going to see a 14 to 15 second lap there with the super lates, but what do I know? I just sit here and I just broadcast and I look at this like it's my best friend. Kyle Jarrett, Dane Lloyd, pace truck's going to dive off, and we're going to go green flag racing. The start's on the green. After that, it's on the leader. Cautions are on, and pace laps do not count. Waiting for the green flag, the 045. Jarrett to the inside, Lloyd to the outside. Green, 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 green. Jarrett. It's a nice start right there. Melgard to the inside, Kyle Jarrett to the outside. Melgard trying to make that inside line stick right here very early. Kyle Jarrett out there on the outside line. He was fast in the beginning. He was faster in heat race number 1. Melgard to the inside. There's Lloyd. 789 to Marshall. Jarrett, Lloyd, Melgard, Marshall, Yates. That's going to be the top 5. They're coming into turn number 2. Or on the exit of turn 2, backstretch run. Swede Melgard really making that middle line work for him right there. There's Swede on the inside of Lloyd. 789 Marshall trying to close the distance. 70. Oh, little high ball, little wall banging right there. Some fun. Kyle Jarrett still out front. Lloyd trying to make a low line pass right there. We're going to see how that's going to work for him. We know that Kyle Jarrett was fast here before. We're going to see how fast he is here now. 4 laps in, green flag run going for everybody. Kyle Jarrett, Lloyd, Schaefer. It looks like Schaefer, Woolley, and Bryant into something there. No caution. Since they crashed, I wonder if they got into the wall. If they stay off the track, they will get back in it, and they will be able to be fine. Right now, you're seeing them run like a runaway bride. Kyle Jarrett and Lloyd. Lloyd trying to close the distance right there. 5 laps in, and they are still continuing to hold on for dear life. Outside that line is the line to be. 25 laps to go here at the Dirt Street Stock Series. Jarrett doing very well, but Lloyd seemingly closing the distance, so he's going to take a little bit of that line away from Lloyd. Kyle Jarrett running the high line, inside midline. He's got Schaefer in front of him. Kyle Jarrett getting the inside line run, a try right there, and it looks like he and Lloyd are going to basically maintain the same relative outside line run for the 45, the 045 of Jarrett, the 45 of Lloyd right behind him. Jarrett, Lloyd, Melgard, Yates, Marshall back in 5th now, so things have started to even out. Kyle Jarrett carrying in high line speed, and, if I were Jarrett, I would just hold on to that right there. I know that Lloyd is trying to make that inside line work, but realistically, I would, I don't know. I would, if I were Kyle Jarrett, I would just do what he does. 0.5 of a second. But Kyle Jarrett is fast here, so that's still no big deal. High line run for the 45. Schaefer off, just trying to go off track, make sure that he stays out of the way right there. Caution's going to come out as he was trying to stick around. That should never have happened. There's Eric Schaefer right there. I think this is why they called it I don't understand why they called this a caution. He was off the track, or tried to get off the track right there. He was not there. Everybody was fine. He was waiting. I don't know. I don't get it. You're going to see the relative bounce around a little bit, and then they are going to be back in it. Again, Kyle Jarrett's going to be your leader at the moment. was just giving pace. Nowhere in anybody's right mind would that have been a caution. So, man, oh man. I mean, he just parallel parked it. I mean, come on. That's all he did. He just parallel parked it. We go back to green flag conditions. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Kyle Jarrett to the inside, Lloyd to the outside, Yates, Melgard, Bellamy, Marshall, Grantham, Wiley, Atwood, McAvoy is going to take up your top 10. Daniel Helm is there, West, Belt, Kenzie, that's going to run through it. Back on the leader, though, Green once again. And Jarrett gets a jump. Wants that high line again, Melgard to the inside, 3 and 4 wide, coming out of the exit of turn 2. Melgard inside of Lloyd right there. High line run for Kyle Jarrett. Melgard trying to close the distance on the inside. At least take us another spot away to be able to track down the 45 of Kyle Jarrett. Jarrett, Melgard there. Battle going on for second. That's Dane Lloyd and Swede Melgard going on right there. Whoa, Shane Yates right there on the outside. He's getting a mix in here. Kyle Jarrett still leading right here. Shane Yates to the outside. Running away is Jarrett, but this is heating up there in the back. 45, 15, the 10. Now that's the Shane Yates right there. He's got the 11 on his car, but I think that's just paint scheme worthy. 45 of Lloyd trying to track down your race leader of Kyle Jarrett. Moving on down. Cody Kenzie, there is the actual 11. There is Team Yeah doing his thing, running through it. He is up to 12th. He started in 15th. Biggest mover of the race right now, Braxton West, the 19. Ooh, blinked on me a little bit there. Running the 21 on his paint scheme, but the 19 of Braxton West, he is 6. Up 6 spots from where he started. Nicholas Wiley, he is up 3 spots. There is Mr. Wiley. Started 9th, running 6th right now. He's trying to take another position away from Garrett Marshall. Getting close enough to do it. But he's got some company in the form of the 111 of Clay Atwood to his outside. Garrett Marshall to the back of the car right there. Kyle Jarrett still out front, 7/10 of a second. Moving all the way through. Dirt Street Stock, 16 to go now. Coming around to take 15 to go. Lernerville is the action. Dane Lloyd there to the back of Kyle Jarrett now, starting to close the distance. Was 7/10 of a second, now 5/10 of a second. It's like Eric Schaefer went off track just a little bit right there. Jumped to pit road, made sure to get into it. Clay Atwood looked like he had a little bit of issues right there. Wiley and Atwood involved in something. Cody Kenzie moving up the list, moving up the grid. Braxton West now running 6th. Up 10 spots from where he started, blinking just a little bit there. And that might just be on my screen. It might be on his screen. Who knows? Shane Yates into 3rd. Swede Melgard off 1 position from where he started, but still good to go with points. 13 to go as Jared and Lloyd are tracking each other down. Back stretch, outstretch, run. Front stretch is where they're at now. 12 to go. Caution's going to come out. Looks like Bellamy there. Take a look real quick. It was the 0-2. It was the 0-2. Like he got into it. And then up over the berm right there. And that is that's where it happened. Tell you what, that little nook right there is throwing everybody for a loop. Dirt Street Stock Series here, SCE Real Racing Online. Man, oh man, what fun it is to be a part of this signature PC gaming series. Go to SignatureEsports.com and you can find out more information by clicking the Gaming PC section, SCTV on Roku. This is the Real Racing Online Dirt Series. Kyle Jarrett needs another restart like he had on the last one. We'll have Dane Lloyd, Yates, Melgard, West there. Grantham, the 888 up there. He is doing a fantastic job. Michael Woolley's making moves. There's the number 13 for you. He was running second in one of the races in the heat race, and went off track and lost all that position. So he had to start in the back, but he is right here. He's doing a great job, up 4 spots from where he started. Braxton West right there. He's doing a fantastic job as well. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck dives off. Pace truck just has to get off the field. And right now we're going to see Kyle Jarrett dig into it. Slides up in front of Lloyd right there, the 045, doing his job. Jared, Lloyd, Yates, Melgard, they are high impact energy right here. High impact. Whoa, Yates into the 45 of Lloyd. Yates falling back just a little bit right there. 3 wide. There's Melgard. There's the 19. There's the 888. There's Cody Kinsey, 789 of Marshall. They are really turning up the heat here with 10 laps to go here at Lernerville. iRacing Spectacular. We are off like a prom dress. Look at them go. Ten laps to go here. Now 9 front stretch run. Jared, Lloyd, Melgard, West there to the inside. Braxton West up 13 positions. Oh, he's blinking just a little bit right there. It's making it difficult. 21 goes to the inside. He had blinked, and it's pretty much how that rock and rolled right there. That's the reason why that happened. We'll go back and we'll take a look real quick. So here's the 21. He blinked, and whenever he blinked, basically Yates was there. He had nowhere, nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing he could do there. Connection issues going on for him. Looks like Daniel Helm involved into something right there. Go back. Rewind just a second real quick and see what happened to Daniel Helm. Maybe he was just getting on the gas right there or trying to slow up. Let's take a look real quick. I think he was just slowing up. Yeah, he was just slowing up, trying to miss the car. And then Dunson, he was trying to do the same thing, so... Everybody slowing up around the corner. That's what happened. All right. Kyle Jarrett, your race leader here. Let's go. Cody Kinsey says, Kayla out there. Good to see you, Kayla. Cody Kinsey and Kayla Williams expecting to tie the knot here very soon. Biggest mover of the race is Cody Kinsey right now, up 10 spots to 5th. And since we're under 10 to go, we are going to be single file restarts here at Lernerville as Kyle Jarrett ready to go the distance. Pace truck's going to dive off. And Kyle Jarrett's going to whip it. Whip it good. There he is. Into the throttle he goes. Jarrett, Melgard, Yates. That's going to be your top 3. Grantham and Kinsey in 5th. Kyle Jarrett. Oh, look at Melgard go. Look at Yates go. Jarrett getting a better outline run on the high line. And look, oh, Kinsey off track right there. Something happened to Kinsey. Not sure what that was. 45, 15, 10 Grantham there in the 888. Melgard trying to apply the pressure, cut off a little bit of the track. There is Swede Melgard, then a 015. Diamond, yes it is. Jared, Melgard, Yates 1 through 3. 6 laps to go here at Lernerville. Oh, Melgard off track. Yates going to capitalize. He's going to go to the inside. Little bump, little check. 888 right there. Melgard getting back into the gas, and now he's going to track down Yates. Yates now in second. That high line berm. Oh, fourth caution comes out. Something happened there. Cody Kinsey. Kinsey got a little love tap into it. And then that's where it happened. 49 of Helm goes around. It was just a small little tap, sent Kinsey off track, slowed him up. And then Helm went around just a little bit. Kyle, Jared. Ready to rock and roll. Jared, Yates, Melgard, Grantham, Marshall. You're not bad luck, Kayla. Yes. No, I'm not sure what happened with him in that last one, but I think that when he went off track, we'll have to go back and actually take a look at that. Let's see. Was for Bellamy? Here it is, right here. That was what happened there. That was the outside line run when Kinsey went off track. Let's see. Mr. Dunson had crashed on the restart right there. Let's take a look. This is where it happened. There's Cody Kinsey. Oh, come on. We'll see what happened to Kinsey right here because this is kind of where it happened. I think he just took the corner too deep. He got high centered on that. That's all that happened. Oh, look, he just can't get back over there. All right, back to it. Kyle Jarrett's going to lead him around. And back to it. 5 laps to go here at Lernerville. It's Jared, Yates, Melgard. There they go. Moving on down. Jared, Yates, Melgard, Grantham, Marshall, McAvoy's there. There's Wiley, Atwood, Paul, and Belt. That makes up your top 10. Kyle Jarrett using a high line. Yates trying to close the distance. Melgard right there in the mix. The 888 of Grantham doing what he does. Inside is Shane Yates, but Kyle Jarrett is very good on the outside line. You see him right there. Dirt Street Stock Series 3 to go here as they come around to take 2 to go. Caution's going to come out one more time. Cautions breed cautions. Believe it's Brian Paul that had the issue right there. Let's see what he did. He just got too deep into it, and it sent him around. These things do happen. That is for sure. Oh, man. Kyle Jarrett leading them around once again. They go back to green flag racing. They should have 2 to go. I believe my dog is dreaming. Don't wake my dog up, folks. My dog was dreaming. It's too cute. Single file restart. Pace truck's going to dive off. And we're going to see these guys finish this up. 2 laps to go. Yates has one opportunity, and he's going to have to time this perfectly. Kyle Jarrett waiting for it. Digs into it now. Low line approach. Back up high. Yates following the same line as Kyle Jarrett. Yates there to the inside. Jarrett gets that backstretch run. Carrying high line speed into turn 3 and to turn 4. White flag is going to wave this time by whenever they come around turn number 4. Final lap here at Lernerville in the Dirt Street Stock Series. After the Dirt Street Stock Series, keep and stick around. We're going to have the big block modifieds. The 358s, they are going to be here. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Kyle Jarrett, one more turn. Stretch run. Jarrett wins at Lernerville. Dirt Street Stock Series action, followed by Yates, Melgard, Grantham, Marshall, then Wiley, McAvoy, Atwood, Belt, Bellamy. That's going to make up your top 10. West, Lloyd, Paul, Kinsey, Daniel Helm in 15th. Kinsey in Dunson in 16th, Woolley in 17th, Schaefer in 18th. And congratulations to that man right there for winning. El Jared doing it justice. Shane Yates, Sweet Melgard, they all are having a whole bunch of fun right there. Let them rock and roll. Waiting for the photos. Photo op. Jeff Elton, the Rocket Man, with his new ride. See you out there. See you out there. All right, folks. I'm gonna take a pause for the cause. Put you on the BRB screen. We'll be right back. Well, I hope everybody's got a refill on their refreshments. They're going to go ahead and start, I believe, advancing here in just a moment. They're going to get everybody ready to go and get qualifying underway. And, that's how it's going to be. So here in just about 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to have everybody ready to go. And we'll have our fantastic heat races followed by another 30-lap heat. It's going to be fun. Right here, SETV. I'm going to play a couple of commercials. We'll be right back with you. If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. On Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport, or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. Just a little bit of dogs barking back here. All right, folks, if you're out there, make sure that you do something for me. I was looking for it. Make sure if you're out there on Facebook, go ahead and give us a like and follow. Of course, we'd appreciate each and every one of you doing that for me. And then also, if you are out there on Twitch and you can't see that, man, oh man. Give me a like and follow on Twitch. That is so weird. Here, let's try that again. Let's make sure that works. There it is. Give me a like and follow out there on Twitch. Host the stream if you want to. There it is. Fantastic, wonderful things. It is what it is. Those who know me, this is Jason over here, Signature Esports, SETV. For those who are familiar with the streams, we do love you. We do appreciate you. Man, what a night. It's been a great day. It's a great start to 2020. Speaking of great, that's not what I wanted. Let's see if this will work for you again. Maybe. There it is. Go to signatureesports.com. There's the shop button right there for you. You can shop all of our merchandise and a whole bunch of fun stuff. Let's have a beer, real racing online, dirt series stuff, PCs, just kinds of just go do it. Enjoy yourselves. Go nuts. You deserve it. Reminder that we do have several broadcasts this week. Starting Tuesday night with the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. They're going to be same time, same bat channel as it normally is, which should be right about 9 Eastern, I believe, 9:20 Eastern. You'll be able to check that out over there. And then, let's see, Wednesday night, I do believe we're going to go ahead and get our first Signature Esports Hub out of the way. We're going to do that. Let's see. On Saturday, we have the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. That's going to be back again. And then back next Sunday at 3 Central, 4 Eastern, 4:20 Eastern. We'll be back broadcasting the Joe's Six Pack Racing League. We'll be back with them. Real Racing Online again next Sunday. And then the following week, man, we're busy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And it's good to see everybody tuning in out there each and every week. You guys are making me quite popular out there. It's kind of fun. It's been kind of fun. I say more than fun. It's been amazing. Alrighty, I forgot to change a couple of things real quick. There it is. All right, let's go over the grid for heat race number 1. Shane Yates, Garrett Marshall. That's going to be your front row. Thorne Zimmerman is out there. Cody Kinsey in the number 11 back out there again. Clifford Bellamy, Michael Woolley, Bryant Paul, Matt Belt. I am not racing. I want to, but I'm not. Nick Wiley giving a big old good luck, guys, out there. Good to see you, Nick. And, it's going to be fun. All right, let's take a look at the session state right now as well, because things change between sessions and everything's just automatically generated. Again, Lernerville Speedway, the 1967 built track has been updated a couple of times. The clay oval track here still at Sarver, 70-degree track temperature from the 60, I believe it was 63 or 68 before, 0.4 of a mile. Still 80 degrees in the air temperature, 62% humidity, still overcast skies, but the wind has died down to 8 miles an hour, so that's super awesome. Oh, goodness. Ready to rock and roll. First time with the big blocks, so, I'm excited to see these. We were doing the modifieds, but the modifieds weren't really... They were harder to control for some of the drivers out there, and they weren't having as much fun. So they said they really like these, and so we put the brand new 358 big block modifieds in the lineup for tonight at Lernerville, just to give them a try, give them a good old love, give the big blocks some love, and man, it's been great. All right. Shane Yates, Garrett Marshall, front row. Pace truck's going to lead him around for 2 laps, and we're going to go green flag racing. You see that big berm right there? Man. Whoa! Somebody got it. Yates, Marshall. That's going to be the guys. These are a center driving vehicle, too, so kind of throws me off whenever I went out and ran some test laps and some practice with it just to kind of see how it drove. And I tell you what, these things are amazing. Alrighty, one more lap around, waiting for the pace truck to give them the send off, and man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Yates, Marshall, Zimmerman, Kinsey, Bellamy. That's going to be the top 5 right there. Pace truck dives off, waiting for the green flag on this heat race number 1. We're going to have 2 heat races, and then we'll go right to the feature. And then after this, we'll have the super lates, and that'll be fun. Right, the flag man high above the stands here at Lernerville. Heat race number 1. Big blocks, green, green, green. Woo-wee! Getting at it. Dig it. Look at him go. Yates out front. Not by much. 789 to Marshall there. 3 wide into the inside of turn number 3. Exit turn 4. Look at him run. Yates, Marshall. Kinsey has moved himself up to 3rd. Outside line run for everybody, except for Marshall. Marshall using the midline. Trying to hold on to 2nd place because Kinsey is right there. Inside, up onto the wall. Marshall taps the wall. Kinsey there to capitalize. He is right on the back bumper of that vehicle right there. Man, oh man, look at him go. These things are super fast. Last lap, 15.75 for Shane Yates, who is out front right now. Man, oh man, I dig it. These things are screaming. Shane Yates out front. Garrett Marshall almost pulls a slide job on him right there. Here's the rear of that vehicle. You see Yates using a high line to his advantage. Garrett Marshall right there. White flag waves here, and heat race number 1. Shane Yates high above turn 2, using the outline. Marshall trying to get there. Yates going to hold on to the bottom line as Garrett Marshall almost squeaks out a victory. 4/100ths of a second difference between Marshall and Yates. Oh, up into Kinsey. Kinsey finishes 3rd. Zimmerman, Belt Woolley in 6th. Paul in 7th. And Bellamy there in 8th. Heat race number 2. Coming in here. Here they are. Kyle Jarrett, the 0:45, second in timing for the qualifying. So he's going to be here on the pole position for Lernerville's heat race number 2. There's Braxton West. Nicholas Wiley is out there in the number 16. Swede Melgard, the 015. Eric Schaefer, Dane Lloyd, Daniel Hellman, Clay Atwood. That's the drivers that are going to be there. Woo-wee. Pace truck going to lead them off. Kyle Jarrett sending it. I still hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. It is absolutely a wonderful night over here in the Midwest. Signature Esports Real Racing Online Dirt Series. We are just enjoying the day. Jared West, Melgard, Wiley. That's going to be the front 2 rows. West is the number 5. You can't see it on the screen right there because... yeah, no, I didn't go in and edit his number to be the other color. I had to fix some things because it was driving me just bonkers. Pace truck going off. Waiting for the green flag. Kyle Jarrett right there with Braxton West to the outside. Green, turning it in. Jared West outside. West gonna dig in. Jared gonna dig in as well. Braxton West high. Kyle Jarrett trying to get some of that ground back. Trying to pull out a slide job. Braxton West out for, up into Melgard. Oh, man, everybody goes around. Braxton West is going to be there. No cautions because cautions do not... Man, Braxton West is going to be out by 4.5 seconds. Kyle Jarrett going to lose the issue there. Kyle Jarrett going to pit road. Daniel Helm in second. Pizza Delivery is who he is. Dane Lloyd in second or in third. That's where he's going to be. Kyle Jarrett was right there. He came straight up into the up into there and just kind of got loose. That was just insane. We'll take a look at that real quick. With 2 laps to go, here's where Kyle Jarrett was right here. This was lap number 2. Oh, Melgard just right there. Jarrett was trying to slide up in there, and man. Braxton West out front. White flag waves. Daniel Helms 6.5 seconds back, but Braxton took over the lead and never looked back, but that was just unfortunate circumstances for Kyle Jarrett right there. Braxton West wins heat race number 2. Daniel Helm comes home second. Lloyd, Wiley, Atwood, then Jared Schaefer and Melgar. That's going to be heat race number 2. Man, oh man, oh man. Here it is. Starting grid for the feature here at Lernerville in the big blocks, the 358s. Garrett Marshall, Braxton West, Shane Yates, Daniel Helm. That's going to make up the front 2 rows. Cody Kinsey, Dane Lloyd, Thorne Zimmerman, Nicholas Wiley, Matt Belt, Clay Atwood, through row 5. Michael Woolley and Eric Schaefer in row 6. And we're going to move on down to the next part of the grid. Bryant, Paul, Kyle, Jared, Bellamy, Melgard, and I am not racing. We all know this. We all know I'm not racing. Garrett Marshall sat on the pole and did a great job in the last race. Pretty much just drove around, digging in as hard as he could. Holy goodness gravy. We're going to be back at it again here. Pace truck leads them off. Garrett Marshall going to lead them to the start-finish line for the first set of green flag runs. Cautions are on. Pace laps do not count. And my goodness. They say timing is everything, and it's about to be everything. Here they go. 30 laps is what they're going to run. And they're going to dig in it. You're going to see it. Who's going to run that line? Who's going to hold on to it? Who's got more grit in their tires? Who's got more rocks in their shoes? Because, man, oh, man, they're ready to go. Marshall, West, Yates, Helm, Kinsey. Waiting for the green flag. Pace truck is off onto pit road. Green flag waves. Marshall digs in. The 789 of Garrett Marshall slides down low, low, low. He's going to slide up into the high line. Garrett Marshall using a high line run. West to the inside. West having a little bit of an issue when it comes to his connection right now. But I tell you what, Shane Yates not making that a problem. He is right there behind Garrett Marshall. Takes over second place from Braxton West. Marshall, Yates, West, Kinsey, Zimmerman. That's going to be the top 5. Kinsey there in 4th. Kinsey really trying to hold on to that big block modified. He's getting in the corner. Good run going on so far. 3rd lap completed. Green flag conditions. Getting into turn 3 and to turn 4. West very low there. Going to lose some ground to Cody Kinsey. Kinsey trying to take away that line. Slide job from the 3. Kinsey there to the inside. Dane Lloyd, Clifford Bellamy looked like they went off track there. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Oh, Jared Lloyd. Oh, man. Oh, man. Send it. Oh, dang. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Ooh-wee. All right, we got to do it for everybody. Just because. Yes, it's a little touch and glitchy because I didn't preload it, guys. Sorry. That's the helicopter. We know the helicopter. We love the helicopter. And for good measure, just in case. There we go. Bam! Now it ran. First caution of the race happens on lap 4. And they're waiting to go green flag again. The pace truck's going to dive off here in just a moment. And when it does, Marshall's going to lead them around. Yates is going to be right there waiting for the turn. One more lap and they're going to go. Man, oh man, look at them go. I love it. It's been fun. It's been great. Biggest mover of the race right now. Sweet Melgard up 7 positions to 9th from where he started. Garrett Marshall waiting for the send-off. Braxton right there, little bump. Marshall getting it going. Kinsey right there behind Yates. West to the inside, trying to pull a slide job off. Not going to be successful on that one yet. 789 of Marshall leading them around here. Big blocks here at Lernerville. Shane Yates not far off. Cody Kinsey in third. West follows back into fourth. Second caution happens. It's like Thorne Zimmerman involved in that one. Double 03 right there. Oh. He was forced up the track right there. Just a little bit. Yep. That'll bring out the caution. Man, oh man. Second caution happens real quick. Garrett Marshall leading them around. 25 laps to go here in the big blocks. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's gravy. I still dig these big blocks. I think they're awesome. Well, you know, it'd be nice if you guys could hear what's going on here. Apologies about that. There it is. I didn't know what was going on. 789. Gets a good little stretch right there. Shane Yates not far off. Kinsey there to the inside. Belt there as well. Belt gets a little bit loose right there, and I mean loose not in a good way. Matt Belt right there. As Daniel Helm to the outside. Belt sliding up. Getting a little love tap. Oh, man. There they go. They're going around. Caution's going to come out. Man. Saw that happening. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. All right. Go back. We got to go. I'm going to stop this real quick. There's Michael Woolley. I'm going to watch this from his cockpit view. They're coming around right here. Here's Woolley's cockpit view. All dirtied and mudded up right there. Right there. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Woolley comes back in, though, so he gets back on the track. That wasn't that bad. All right, Garrett Marshall still leading out here. Shane Yates still in second. Sandra Jane giving this a "you got this, Michael Paul Woolley." He's got it. He really likes these big blocks, too. That's what we were talking about. Woolley, the manufacturer of this fantastic league, the Real Racing Online Dirt Series. Garrett Marshall, Shane Yates, Cody Kinsey there to the inside of Matt Belt. Pace truck off. Marshall ready to go. Digs in, gets a green all the way through. Belt gets a good little acceleration right there. Cody Kinsey, nice little slide job going on right there. Nicholas Wiley there, right there with the 111, shoves the 111 off the track. Got to be careful with what kind of friends you're making here, because you don't want to just send it into them. That's not fortunate for anybody. 789, the 14 of Yates in second place. Cody Kinsey, a good little third place going on, and Matt Belt doing himself some good justice. 21 laps to go here. Lernerville, big block modifieds. Inside is Shane Yates. Shane Yates trying to pull some magic out of his hat. Close the distance on the 789 as Marshall and Yates still hold on. Kinsey trying to close a little bit of that distance too. High line run from Cody Kinsey. Yates and Marshall. Marshall? Where did Marshall go? Aaron Marshall This is what happened here. Here's Garrett Marshall coming around. Said he crashed. Oh, he went off track. Yates out front. Kinsey in second. Let's go back to live action. Apologies about that. Had to double check because when your leader disappears, you want to make sure you know where they're at. Yates, 1.4 seconds out in front of Cody Kinsey. Right now, oh, fourth caution going to happen. Was Swede, Clay Atwood? What happened there? Swede Melgard right here. Dane Lloyd was there. There's Braxton behind him. What happened here? Oh, man. Dane Lloyd. Oh, and then somebody was coming back on track and just kind of, that was unfortunate. Sweet Melgard got sent. Here's the 45. Here's a look at that again. Turns it in. Melgard turns it in. Oh. Man, oh, man. Fourth caution of the race. 17 laps to go. Ready to rock and roll. Are these drivers? They might have to make the single file restart before the 10-lap spread. 17 laps to go on the big blocks. And Shane Yates leading out front. Back to double file. Cody Kinsey on the outside. Yates to the inside. There's a lot of 11s out there. Three of the top four wearing 11 on their paint scheme. That's crazy. Pace truck off. Green, green, green. Yates, Belt, Kinsey, Belt there to the inside, trying to put some moves on the 11 of Kinsey to try to take away second place. Not going to make it happen. Yates, Kinsey, a high line run. Belt, inside run. Not going to clear him that time. Kinsey going to reassume second place into turn number one. As right now, whoa, Belt tries to pull a slide job off and pretty much almost wrecks everybody, but that's what happens. This dirt track racing. Caution comes out again. That was Daniel Helm involved in that one. There's Michael Woolley there to the inside. Woolley comes up. What happened there? Oh, big checkup from everybody. Is that what happened? Woolley really slides it in there. He gets turned around. Helm gets around into him. Man, that's just racing. All right. Fifth caution of the race. Trying to get them ready to rock and roll. Shane Yates, Matt Belt, Cody Kinsey, Thorne Zimmerman up in the mix right there. Kyle Jarrett finally finds his way to the front. He's got Nicholas Wiley there to his inside. Belt to the outside of Yates. Yates going to lead him around here. Shane Yates digs in, and now we're back at it again. Yates, Belt, Kinsey, Wiley. Wiley's going to take over second. It does look like right there. Belt's going to try to hold on. Oh, man. A lot of trucks went off track right there. Yeah, that's oh, man. Man, oh, man. Here's what happened right here. Cody Kinsey. Highline run. Tries to stick it right there. Tries to save. 11 bounces on. That One bounces off, and then Cody Kinsey collected in it. There's Nicholas Wiley involved in that. Wiley goes down low, trying to hold on to it. Tries to slide up into place. Hits the 14 of Belt. And in the process, pulling Cody Kinsey off the track. And that's the way the cookie crumbles on that one. Shane Yates, Belt, Zimmerman, Jared, Paul. That's going to be the top 5 right now. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you for liking the stream out there. Good to see you, my friend. 6th caution of the race. Yates, Belt, Zimmerman, Jared, Paul, West, Melgard, Helm, Marshall, Atwood. Yates still trying to hold on to the lead. Matt Belt right there. Digging in is Yates. He gets a nice restart there. Low to high line run. Low coming around hitting the grass, but going to come up to the upper handle. Shane Yates, nice little run going on right here. He's got Matt Belt to the rear of him. Braxton West there to the inside. Thorne Zimmerman right there as well. Kyle Jarrett trying to make it stick. Jared, inside line run over the 003 of Zimmerman. Kyle Jared going to be an inside line starter here in just a moment. Nicholas Wiley. It looked like Wiley came around and... Oh. Dug it in there, and he and Woolley collected. I know they're going, if we could only get a green flag run, it'll be great. But then again, this is the first time they've run the big blocks together, so they're just trying to figure some things out. Braxton still having those net issues going on there. Kyle Jarrett up 9 positions. Swede Melgard up 10 positions. Matt Belt up 7. Shane Yates been trying to hold on to the lead since the beginning. Started 3rd, now in 1st. Pole sitter Garrett Marshall back in 8th. Been trying to work his way back to the front. It's the way it's working out. The guys who were out front before, they're doing themselves a little bit of justice here. Yates waiting for the pace truck to dive off. When it does, he's going to dig in and go, go, go. Yates, Belt, West, Zimmerman, Green. Kyle Jarrett there, back up into the top 5 again. Swede Melgard trying to track down a top 5 as well. Yates out front, West, Belt to the outside. Belt holding on for dear life. There goes Kyle Jarrett trying to get to the inside of Thorne Zimmerman. The Shane Yates. Really, I mean, Yates has been impressive on his restarts, and I think he just knows what he's doing when it comes to how to keep it at bay. Kyle Jarrett gets up to 4th place. Braxton West down in 3rd. Zimmerman trying to put moves on to Kyle Jarrett. Kyle Jarrett has a huge run on the outside line. He's going to continue to run around that track. Turn 3, turn 4. Going to take away 4th place for certain there, as now 8th caution comes out. Daniel Helm and Michael Woolley just can't stay away from each other here. Somebody went off track right there. Helm dug in. Helm just got a little bit too into the corner, and Woolley had nowhere to go. Same thing happened earlier when Woolley kind of did the same thing, got a little bit too into the corner. Kyle Jarrett right there in 4th. That's the driver that Had unfortunate things happen in heat race number 2, but he's worked himself all the way back up to 4th. Impressed with Shane Yates' ability to continue to move forward. Shane Yates, 4,552 I rating in the Dirt Series, 499 safety rating. Inside 10 to go now, so single file restarts are going to be what is going to happen here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in out there. Right after this, we're going to have the super lates. That's going to be what's going to happen here. Lights are off on the pace truck. Single file restart. It's going to happen here. Real Racing Online Dirt Series. It's going to be on the leader. When the leader goes, that's when everybody else can go. So keep checking, keep watching. Give us a like, give us a follow. Make sure that you have your watch parties going. Man, oh man, oh man. It's heating up. Green, 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 green all the way through. Yates gets a great start right there. It's going to be able to hold on to it for just a moment. Belt's going to be following suit. It's going to follow the same line as the race leader. Shane Yates doing what he does best and getting a great restart once again. Now pulling a full second out over the field. Dropping to 0.8 of a second. Now Belt gets a better run right there, so he's going to close the gap just a little bit. West trying to go to the inside of Matt Belt. Matt Belt there to the outside. West is nowhere to be seen, but now he's back. Belt, West, Kyle Jarrett not far off. Jarrett trying to hold on and make up some ground from where he started in the back. He started in 14th and now is there. Shane Yates pulling out 1.3 seconds over the lead, as right now another caution is going to come out with 6 laps to go. But I tell you what, no waiting around for the pace truck right there, so get themselves sorted out. Tell you what, that's this is what happened right here. Up, 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 up. Oh, man. Daniel's getting beat up today. Okay, folks? Daniel's just getting beat up. Clifford Bellamy goes off track right there. That's what happened there. He was rolling, rawhide. Yates, West, Belt, Jared, Zimmerman. That's going to be where it's going to be at. West needs to probably find himself back in line. Hard to see where that driver is with the net issues that he's having. Can almost imagine the chat that's going on right now. We go back to green flag racing. We're going to have 6 laps to go. It'll drop to 5, I'm sure. And man, oh man. Pace truck dives off. They're waiting. What a dig. I believe I see what's coming. Shane Yates right there on the back bumper. Or West on the back bumper of Shane Yates right there. Belt going to try to get around West. Zimmerman trying to get around Kyle Jarrett. Kyle Jarrett falling back right there. Kyle go off track. He did go off track. 5 laps to go. There's Yates out front. West is there. There's the 14 of Matt Belt. Or, sorry, the 17 of Matt Belt listed as the 14 on his vehicle. But Yates, the 14, has the lead and has led pretty much everything that's coming around. Yates, West, Belt, Zimmerman, Marshall, Kinsey. Kinsey trying to move himself up another spot. Cody Kinsey's got a good battle going on right here, trying to get to the inside of Garrett Marshall. Slide job coming. You see it right there. Kinsey digging in, holding on to that line. Going to get a good run going up into the top 5. Now Cody Kinsey, as Garrett Marshall tries to do the same thing. Shane Yates now 2 laps to go, has Braxton West to the rear of his vehicle. Yates, West, Belt, Zimmerman is there. Shane Yates is going to take the white flag here. Braxton West trying to apply some pressure. Shane Yates holding on for dear life. 2 more turns to make it into the track. Yates. Oh, Braxton West pulls a slide job out of nowhere and wins it here. Let's see how this worked. Braxton West dove it in, and that was a slide job from a slide job for the ages. And that's where it goes. All right. All right, folks. All right, we're going to switch it over. Shouldn't take very long. I'll be right back here in just a little bit. Actually, let me take that back. Let's go over the results real quick. Braxton West wins. Shane Yates, Matt Belt, Zimmerman, Kinsey. That's going to be your top 5. Marshall, Melgard, Wiley, Atwood, Helm, Woolley, Jared, Lloyd, Bellamy, Paul, and Eric Schaefer. That's going to be the drivers out there. 16 of them. And good race for them so far. But, cautions, breed cautions. Super lates, though. These guys are really good at super lates. So I think we're going to see the same kind of racing that we saw before with the street stocks. And it's going to be a lot of fun, man. All right, we'll be right back with you here in just a moment. We're going to switch over and get things ready.
Hey, Jason. You need me again?
right, folks. Whoa. Oh, Jared just washed himself off the end of that. Scared me a little bit there. All right, they're going to get some things ready to rock and roll. They're going to get their qualifying finished. And we're going to be back at it here in just a moment. So stick around. Continue to get your watch parties going. We appreciate you very much. Man, it's been fun. It's been awesome. Here's the RO intro. Alrighty, folks, we're back at it again. Have some fun. Kind of digging it. Hope you guys are having a great night out there and enjoying the broadcast. Of course, if you enjoy the broadcasts, give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow, give us all of that stuff because, you know, you guys are amazing. I appreciate you. We love you. A whole lot of fun to be had and a whole lot of had to be fun. Man, oh man. Y'all are blowing up our Facebook like crazy. I appreciate you very much for doing that. I am. Thank you very much for all of that. Thank you, Jacob, for the share out there. 045, getting some love. It's going to be Kyle Jarrett getting some good things. He's going to start. It looks like we might get into the heat races or a heat race and then jump right into the feature after that. So look at those. Look at those. That's a fast time. These things are super fast around here and a whole lot of fun too. So just keep that in mind when it comes to what they're doing here. These 14 seconds is super, or 14.95, 15 seconds is super fast. And these things are constantly turning the entire time. So just absolutely a huge rush of speed and the dirt just flying everywhere. Eric Charles Bisteline, I think that's what your name is out there. Giving Kyle Jarrett some love out there as well. Man, it's been a good night. Been a good night of racing. Same set of circumstances, 30-lap feature, 6-lap heat race, and caution laps do not count in the feature. And let's check out the session stats and see what we're dealing with here. Back to 63 degrees on the track temperature. Man, that's some cold dirt. 74-degree air temperature, 44% humidity, cloudy skies, 2-mile-an-hour wind. So not as gusty as it was in the last two races, but definitely something to keep in mind. And, of course, big old thank you to everybody watching out there, tuning in on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys make my broadcast super popular, and I appreciate that very, very much. Oh man! All right, so they're getting ready to grid up. We're going to see what's going to happen here. There it is. Heat race number 1, getting ready to do its thing. We're going to have 2 heat races. There's Shane Yates, Braxton West, Garrett Marshall, Cody Kenzie, Matt Belt. Those 5 cars are going to be out there ready to go. We're going to see how that's going to work out. Oh man, oh man. Braxton West still having some net issues. I need to see what his settings are. Maybe give him a little bit of advice and some help, possibly with what's going on there, because he's got some flickering issues, and that can cause some problems for some drivers, including himself. You don't want to get into anybody the wrong way, and you don't want to impact somebody's race. But I only like to impact my own race. I don't want to be a problem to anybody else. So, anyway, we're gonna get back to racing here, and the super stocks are just stinking awesome. I love them. It's change that from big blocks to super lates. There we are. Do that stuff on the fly. All right, Pace Truck's going to lead them off. They're going to do 2 laps, and we're going to go green flag racing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I believe they're actually going to run 8 laps. And that's going to be super, super, super awesome. See how they come off. Yeah, you got to be real easy with these things coming out of the pit entrance right there, the pit exit right there, because that can destroy those cars, and you don't want that. Shane Yates was super fast all race long in the pit blocks, and now he's going to have an opportunity to try to lead him around here again. Yates was phenomenal when it came to what they were doing there, so we'll see how this goes for him here. An opportunity possibly to lead himself around. He was super fast on his qualifying lap. 0.05 of a second faster than anyone behind him. So that's a big old thank you. You can just hold on to that. He'll be fine. Yates, West, Marshall, Kenzie. That's going to be the 3 in it, or the 4 in it in the front 2 rows. So we've got Matt Belt back there as well. Don't count out Matt Belt. Waiting for the green flag from, there it is. Green right here at Lernerville. We're back here again. Super lates. Look at him go, slinging it. Whoa, West off track. Man. Super lates coming around, screaming around. Look at him. Man, you can just hear that engine. Shane Yates trying to pull heavy speeds. Cody Kenzie not far off, though. Kenzie starting to close in the distance to Shane Yates. Cody Kenzie super fast in the super lates. Yates diving down just a little bit further, but I see Kenzie closing the distance here in these next 2 laps. 6 laps to go here at Lernerville. I see that going, and he's doing a great job. 1.2 seconds, Shane Yates not giving up that line. He's going to run the same line again. Good little ditty going on right here. They're running super smooth. Yates, Kenzie, Marshall, Belt. Belt moves himself up into 4th after West goes off track just a little bit right there. Battle going on for 3rd. as Matt Belt closes the distance between he and Garrett Marshall right there, the 789. Kinsey getting approached. Shane Yates out front by 1.3 seconds. 3 laps to go here. Now 2 as they come around. Cody Kinsey now really holding on. Whoa, man. Belt West. Oh, man, Marshall off track right there. Shane Yates out front by a whole 2 seconds. Final lap here at Lernerville in heat race number 1. Shane Yates, all he has to do is just come around the corner. And that's where he's going to be. Going to win the heat race number 1. Yates, Belt, West. Kinsey's going to come in 4th. Marshall, lap out right there. I wanted to take a look at this real quick. There's Cody Kinsey right here. Before the session resets on me, I don't want to... Oh, it's going to reset anyway. I wanted to see what happened there. But that didn't happen. All right, starting grid. Kyle Jarrett, he's going to be there. Second fastest in qualifying, so he's going to be in the pole in heat race number 2. Bryant Paul, Barbara Rigsby is out there. Michael Woolley, Nick Baum, Daniel Helm. It's going to be the 6 drivers in the heat race number 2. And man, oh man. Kyle Jarrett, the 045-44 of Bryant Paul. Super stock action. Lernerville. Super late. That's what I meant to say. Apologies about that. Jared, Paul, Rigsby, Woolley, Baum, Daniel Helm off right now. Ready to rock and roll. Here they are. Pace truck will dive off in turn number 3, where the pit road entrance is. And man, oh man, got 8 laps to complete here. And if it's as exciting as the last one was, this is going to be heating up pretty quick. Kyle, Jared, Bryant, Paul waiting for the green flag here at Lernerville. Going on the green flag, and there it is. Fred the Flagman says green, green, green. 45 of Jared. Rigsby to the inside. There goes Rigsby. Jared Rigsby, that's 1-2. Paul Woolley's going to come around. He's in 3rd right now. Super lates. Man, there's Woolley right there. Nick Baum, Woolley, all of those guys got together. Let's see what happened here. This was the start of the race. Ooh. Oh, they hit the wall. Oh, the 0-2 kind of like cold cock Woolley. What happened there? All right, let's go back to live right here. There's Woolley. He's in 3rd. Kyle Jared leading Rigsby around. Barbara Rigsby there in the number 10, a.k.a. the 7, I think is what's on the side of that vehicle right there. There it is. Kyle Jarrett out front. 0.8 of a second. 4 to go here in heat race number 2. Kyle Jarrett using the rocket paint scheme. Really, really, really digging into the upper line of that corner. 1 second lead over Rigsby. Highline run for Jarrett again. Rigsby down to the bottom. Going to lose a little bit of ground. Those tires went straight off the edge. Look at him go. 3 laps to go. Going to make it 2 to go. Oh, up into the wall. Oh, man. Wall riding number 045 of Jarrett. And, man, it didn't slow him down a bit. Rigsby coming around front stretch run, 0.45 of Jared, 1.3 second lead, and gaining whenever he gets on the stretches right there. White flag waves in heat race number 2. Checkered flag is going to be up. Kyle Jared, 1.5 second lead win. Rigsby in 2nd. Michael Woolley in third. Nick Baum's going to come home in fourth. Paul he went out. It was 44. Something happened there, right there in the beginning, and I wanted to look at that, but you know, this session's advanced a little bit faster than me. The grid for this 50-lap affair. Whoa, I didn't mean for that to be 50 laps. That was supposed to be 30 laps. I don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. Shane Yates, Kyle Jarrett, Matt Belt, Barbara Rigsby, Braxton West, Michael Woolley, Cody Kinsey, Nick Baum, Garrett Marshall, Bryant Paul. Myself is not there. Daniel Hill, I believe he might be in there. We'll see how it goes. Everybody's having a great night out there. They are on pit road, and they are ready to rock and roll. That was not supposed to be 50 laps. It's supposed to be 30 laps. But 50 laps is 50 laps. It's worth the points. Let's see how this is going to turn out for everybody. Fast racing. Lots of fun. And man, oh man, am I excited for dirt racing once again every Sunday night. Dirt street stocks, probably going to be the big blocks now, and then the super lates. We will see how this goes. 50-lap affair coming up. And man, oh man, taking it easy coming out is most of the drivers. I mean, you could send it over that, but I don't recommend it. Kyle Jarrett's going to be there to the outside. Shane Yates on the inside. Two very fast drivers, very competitive, ready to rock and roll. Kyle Jarrett had a great heat race number 2. Rigsby, who's going to be starting in 4th, had a great run as well. So, man, I think everybody's going to be fast here. Just got to figure out that patience. Who's going to be patient enough to be able to work with it? Jared, Yates, Rigsby, Belt, Woolley, West, Kinsey, Baum, Marshall, and Paul. That's going to be the 10 drivers in the field. 50-lap affair. Pace laps, or caution laps do not count. So keep that in mind. They're going to go green flag racing this time by, waiting for the green flag. First starts on the green. Everything after that is on the race leader. Waiting for it right here is Kyle Jarrett and Shane Yates. Outside is Jared. Inside is Yates. Green waves, and the feature is underway. Highline run for the 045 of Kyle Jarrett. Shane Yates there to the inside, and now he's going to slide up into second place. Kyle Jarrett's going to use a highline run. Both of these drivers very fast, very, very fast. So don't be surprised if somebody tries to make it and squeak it to the inside, just like Shane Yates did right there. Jared, Yates, Rigsby in third. Woolley up to 4th now. There is Michael Woolley using a highline run. Oh, Woolley off track. Rigsby into 3rd. Woolley comes back on track. He's going to be back in the mix. Didn't fall off pace that much. Kyle Jarrett up front. Shane Yates, 0.6 of a second. Rigsby, Barbara Rigsby right there. There is the 7 car, or the 10. Caution comes out as Brian Paul has gone around. Here's what happened to 44. Brian Paul comes into the turn. He exited. When Woolley came back on track. Oh, man. Woolley came back on track, kept it green, and then all of a sudden that turned into that situation. So Kyle Jarrett out front. Going to go 2 by 2. First caution happened on lap 4, so we're going to recomplete lap 4. Come around, and lap 5 will begin under green flag conditions. Kyle Jarrett out front. Shane Yates to the outside of Barbara Rigsby there to the inside. Nick Baum is going to be in that 14 machine. I'm sorry, Nick Baum is going to be there in the 02 machine. He's listed as 5th right now. So Matt Belt in the 14 is going to be there. There he is. So Jared, Yates, Rigsby, Belt, Baum, and West to make up the front 3 rows on the restart. Then we've got Kinsey and Garrett Marshall. The 44 of Paul. Woolley's going to be there in the back. He takes the OL on that. Everybody getting back to it. Pace truck dives off in just about 3 or 4 seconds. It's going to be on Kyle Jarrett as soon as the pace truck dives in. So where he goes is when they go. And that's when he's going right there. Kyle Jarrett up high. Gets his line. Shane Yates there on the inside. Kyle Jarrett's going to have the better run, though. He's going to use that high line to his advantage. Shane Yates going to have to fall in line and just try to catch him lap by lap. Somebody's going to run the better lap. Somebody's going to run the better line. There he is right there. Shane Yates, 0.4 of a second off Rigsby. 0.4 of a second off of Yates right there. They are continuing to move. Lap 5 being completed. Green flag conditions. Jarrett out front. Yates there. Here is the line from the far view. 0.45, a high line run. Rigsby to the inside. West there to the back. Second caution happens. Something happened, and it's not showing me what. Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe it happened right about here. Ooh. Garrett Marshall right there. Let's go back. Let's back it up. Man. Oh, they were 3 wide on the exit right there. So here's what happened. 3 wide on the exit. Here's the 0-2 right there. Kind of checks up the 14. 14 comes off of him. I mean, he just barely saves that. Marshall's coming in. So they're 3 wide right there. The 14 nowhere to go. And the 789 had to check up real hard. Kinsey gets into the back of the 789. Not purposeful, that's for sure. And then what a save from the 789. Look at that. He just spins around and like, I'm good. I'm good, guys. I'm good. Back to 2x2. Second caution of the race. They're going to run. It's going to be fun. Jared Yates, Rigsby, Baum, and West. Kyle Jarrett trying to make sure that they are on it. Jared there to the inside of Yates. Digs in, green once again for the flagman high above the stands. You see him right there, 0.45. Oh, man, he's going to lose a little bit of ground right there. He wall tapped just a little bit. And right now, Kyle Jarrett is neck and neck with the 8, but he's going to slow it down. Catching him right there. The way these guys wheel and deal these vehicles, I have no clue how. I mean, I do have a clue, but I don't have a clue. Yates trying to catch up to Kyle Jarrett. Front stretch run for the drivers right here. Whole lot of run. Shane Yates there to the inside, trying to close some of that distance down into turn 1. Kyle Jarrett, mid to high line run. You see him right there, exit front stretch. Lap 10 being completed, green flag conditions. Shane Yates trying to use that inside line run to close the gap there on turn number 1 into the exit of turn 2. High line run for Kyle Jarrett. Next caution's going to come out. Braxton West. Looked like he was involved in that one. Here's Braxton West. I believe it's hold on. Braxton West right there. Oh, he comes off track. Oh, man. When he came back on track, that might have caused that caution. He did. Ooh. I think he was coming to pit road and it threw the caution. He was just trying to turn around and come to pit road. So no harm, no foul on that one. Kyle Jarrett, your race leader. Shane Yates in second, Baum and Rigsby there in fourth. Matt Belt in, it looks like fifth. Sunday nights are starting to become late nights for me, folks. I'm digging it. Good broadcast so far. Fun. I like having fun. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for tuning in, sticking with us. Excuse me. It'll be Jared and Yates there, 1 and 2. Baum in third, Rigsby in fourth. They are double file once again. Pace truck's going to dive off right here. There he goes. He's going to go off into pit road. You're going to wait for the 045 of Kyle Jarrett to step into the gas, and there he goes. Green, green, green once again. Ooh, Yates up into the wall right there. Holy goodness gravy. Baum trying to take the lead away from Jared right there, Kyle Jarrett. Shane Yates back in the mix. Like Yates went off track, and now he's ready to rock and roll again. Baum doing what he is doing. Man, he is all over the rear of the 045 of Kyle Jarrett. Once you lose your pace and you run a different line, that's usually whenever you might have those issues. Oh, the 02 getting up on the wall right there. Trying to utilize that upper line speed. We got to be careful, though, because if your tire hooks to the outside, you will not be there. The 02 trying to make a move onto Kyle Jarrett there to the back and rear bumper. The 045 of Kyle Jarrett rocking and rolling. Is getting got a little bit of company there right behind him. There is gearbox. There it is. That's what I was looking for, the gearbox. Not that one. There's the look right there. There's the 02 not far off from him. Look at that spray, how high the banking is right there. The 02 being dusted with all of that mud that is right there, mid to high line run. Look at that bank. You can barely see over that, how it flattens off, and it's like a big old bowl that they're driving in. Nick Baum let's utilize that nose cam that you're going to see right here. Nick Baum trying to dive it in just a little deeper and carry the same speed that the 045 of Kyle Jarrett is. But Kyle Jarrett seemingly having the upper line run. Front stretch run for him right here as they come around. He's up onto the wall just a little bit. Dives hard to the inside. Kyle Jarrett still running out. And it does look like Kyle Jarrett might have the better line. Belt, Baum goes off track right there. Belt now in second place. Matt Belt 2.5 seconds off the race leader of Kyle Jarrett. Belt, Baum, Rigsby's going to make a pass there. Oh, the 02 off track. Belt off track. Rigsby. Brian Paul said he went off track right there. Let's take a look. Brian Paul. There's Kinsey right there. Diving in. That's the 44. Oh, he did. He went off track right there. Oh, man. It's back into the mix right here. Back to live conditions. Still up to speed. Lap 21 of 50 being completed. Green flag condition. Rigsby has Belt right behind. Brian Paul went to jump to pits, it said. So he's good there. Kyle Jarrett out front. There is the 045. 4.3 second lead out over to the field. As now the 10 of Rigsby trying to close the distance and lead that second pack around. Kyle Jarrett seemingly all he has to do is just be as consistent as possible and hold on to that lead. Kyle Jarrett 4.3 second lead over Rigsby. Barbara Rigsby in the number 10, a.k.a. the 7 right there. These are the super stocks, or super late models right here. And they are fast. Matt Belt right there on the back bumper of Barbara Rigsby. Garrett Marshall starting to close the distance as well on Matt Belt. These guys are, Kyle Jarrett's just super fast right now. Just super fast. And that is what these guys are trying to do. They're trying to match the pace of Kyle Jarrett. Kyle Jarrett using the same high line that he has this entire race. His best lap of the race, a 14.92. His last lap was a 15.46. Barbara Rigsby's last lap was a 15.69. Now Kyle Jarrett a 15.61. Barbara Rigsby's next lap a little bit faster. Going to catch the race leader just a little bit by 4/100ths of a second. Garrett Marshall starting to close the gap. He's there to the inside of the 14 of Matt Belt. Marshall using a diamond shape coming out of the corner. High line run. There he goes. Matt Belt there to the inside. Battle going on here for third and fourth. Oh, Rigsby off track. Garrett Marshall down low. Marshall now into third. Belt into second. That is how it's working. Fourth caution of the race comes out. And I believe that's because maybe Rigsby came back on. It's Barbara Rigsby right here. This is where Barbara goes off track. and it might have slowed some things down. That's it. Whoa, hit Woolley, and then get spun around. All right, let's take it back to live conditions, folks. Apologies about that. My little one was asking me for a few things. Good little run, but it's going to tighten things back up. There's Jared, Marshall, Belt, Baum, Yates, and Woolley. So maybe these guys can get a little bit into where Jared's running his line. They're going to go back to double file as the lights go off on the pace truck. Garrett Marshall up to second after a couple of off tracks, but this is going to give the opportunity for folks who had some unfortunate stuff. They're going to get back into it again, and everything's going to be just kind of hunky-dory and peachy keen. That's what's going to be happening. Kyle Jarrett waiting for the pace truck to dive off. He's going to be the one to lead him off to the green flag. There he goes. He dives in. Jared Belt there to the inside of Garrett Marshall. The only thing that worries me about restarts here at this track is whenever they get into the wall, and as they get into the wall, they end up slowing up that outside line. But then again, it's been good. 0-2 looking to try to make some moves. And Baum seemingly doing just that. 0-45 of Jarrett has Matt Belt right there to the rear bumper. Kyle Jarrett just needing to continuously run the same line he was running before. 20 laps to go here at Lernerville. Baum, Belt off track. Baum, Yates, Marshall, Woolley to 5th. Rigsby there back to 6th. Belt coming back on track. Cody Kinsey there in 11th. The 0-2 of Baum trying to close the gap between he and Kyle Jarrett. Kyle Jarrett using a midline run, a high line now as he gets, Baum off track again. Marshall back to 2nd. Yates, Woolley up to 4th. Rigsby into 5th. There goes Jarrett. Way high line. Now down to the low line, trying to close that mud, trying to maybe push it up the hill because that high line might be just slicked off right now. 1.2 second lead for Jared as Garrett Marshall trying to close the distance. The 789 gained a little bit, about 0.3 of a second over Kyle Jared right there. So the 789 now moving himself into place. Look at that. He's got that low line on the exit of 4. And that's what he's using. He's utilizing that low line, trying to gain a little bit more on Kyle Jared. Shane Yates not far off that driver right there. Shane Yates getting to the back bumper of the 789 quite a bit, actually. And he's going to utilize a very, very low line. Look at him turn that corner. He turned that corner on a dime. There he goes up onto the high line. The 8 of Shane Yates ready to rock and roll. Matt Belt climbing back into the mix after he went off track. He is there in 4th. Rigsby there right behind him in 5th. Woolley right behind Rigsby in 6th. Baum trying to make a pass there. Baum really, really holding on to that vehicle. Garrett Marshall right there. Kyle Jarrett goes off track. Caution comes out. Kyle Jarrett. Here's Kyle Jarrett right here. He was right there. Oh, he high centered on it. Oh, man. Unfortunate. And that right there, we know that place right there will they'll call a caution on that one. So Kyle Jarrett now going to be at the end of the tail end of the field. But he's been fast all race long, and we'll see how that goes. What happened to Cody there? Let's take a look. He just got into the brakes a little bit too much. Oh, he did. Spun himself around. Ooh-wee. All right, back to it. Garrett Marshall is going to be your race leader with 12 laps to go here at Lernerville in tonight's final race of the evening. keep the Kinsey going on that track, Cody. It was also a track pad. Yep, that's what we were talking about earlier. Let's go, Kyle, says Nate Lamb. Kyle Jarrett's going to have to push it as hard as he can to get himself back into the lead, as the only mistake he made is now put him in the back. Lights are off on the pace truck. The 789 is going to have Shane Yates to the outside. So Marshall and Yates, belts right there. Rigsby, Woolies into fifth. The 02 of Baum is there. Kinsey there on the inside. And Kyle Jarrett ready to rock and roll. 789 of Marshall is going to be leading them to the green flag here. It's all the race leader. That's all they have to do. Waiting for the start as the 789 trying to time it perfectly. Gets around the corner. He's going to do it. Yates is going to be on the high line. Marshall dives in. He's going to be around that corner very fast. The 14 of Belt was right there. 789 has some company in the form of Belt. Belt there in second. He is going to be utilizing that low line as well. Shane Yates to the high line. Baum not far off. There's Rigsby trying to close the gap between her and Matt Belt. There's Barbara Rigsby right there. Shane Yates there to the outside of Rigsby. High line run for Shane Yates. Rigsby pinned down to the bottom, nowhere to go. Woolley there as well. Baum to the outside. Does look like Garrett Marshall and Matt Belt are going to be battling it out for first and second. 10 laps to go here at Lernerville. iRacing, signature NASCAR, signature esports action with Real Racing Online Dirt Series. Matt Belt in second. He is running. Moving. Marshall, nice little slide, mid of 3 into mid of 4. Utilizing the same line here, Matt Belt trying to close the distance. He is running a higher line. It's a little bit slicker up there. But Belt diving hard to the inside, getting close to the grass right there on the exit of turn 3 and turn 4. Last lap for Belt, almost a tenth faster than Marshall. He's got 7 laps to close the distance. Whatever he's doing, he's got to do it. And he's got to do it fast. Garrett Marshall pulling away 1.2 seconds out in front of Matt Belt. 6 laps to go here at Lernerville. Marshall, Belt, Baum, Yates, and Jarrett. That's going to be the top 5. Jarrett had a little bit of fortunate circumstances there, but he is really trying to turn it on. Highline run from the 045 of Kyle Jarrett, trying to put himself back out front. There he goes up at the high line. He is trying to apply some pressure to Shane Yates. Yates right there in front of him. Kyle Jarrett not far off from Shane Yates. Nick Baum, the 02, trying to get to the inside of Matt Belt. Baum dives in. We're talking about Baum in it. There he goes. Highline run from the 14. Baum trying to take away some time. There goes the 789 of Marshall. 1.7 seconds out in front of the 02 and Matt Belt. Trying to hold on for as long as he can to 3 to go markers where Garrett Marshall is 1.8 seconds out in front. Kyle Jarrett, it looked like he might have went off track again. 2 to go right here. The 789 of Marshall has Nick Baum right behind. And seemingly just needs a white flag in 4 more corners. He's going to come around turn number 4, takes the final lap here at Lernerville in the Super Late Model Series. Garrett Marshall easing into the throttle. 2 more turns. 789 looking at the front stretch. Marshall wins here at Lernerville. Baum in second. Belt in third. Rigsby, Kinsey, Jared coming around, taking a top 6 for himself. Yates in 7th, Woolley in 8th, Paul, West, Elm, and myself. Garrett Marshall, your race winner. Congratulations to all the drivers today. It's fun. I kind of like 50 laps over 30 laps. A little bit more. It's just kind of digging it. Nice job, everybody. And congratulations once again to our race winners all night long. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we hope that you have a fantastic evening. Man, it's been a long night. We will see you again here in 2 days. We're going to have the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. And remember, Friday night Midwest Days of Thunder, Saturday, Signature NASCAR Cup Series action back at it again with the Clash at Daytona here live on Signature Esports. Give us a great thank you by give us a like, a follow, and a subscribe, and hit the notification bell in all of these platforms, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. I do appreciate you. Go to signatureesports.com. Support us by shopping, and we do love you, and we do appreciate you. And God, I just thank you guys very much for doing what you do, and continue to watch each and every week. Have a fun night. Yes, every Sunday, Rail Racing Online Dirt Series action, 8:20 Eastern is when the stream goes live, and we'll be back at it again next Sunday, of course. We do love you. We do appreciate you. Have a great night, and we'll see you again.